left this on the bench and didn't fill it up. What a silly gal. And you definitely need fresh cold water in the fridge in Airlie Beach. Good girl. All right, so you've decided that you're coming to Airlie Beach for a holiday. Amazing choice. But here's the thing that nobody really tells you, because it's not as straightforward as you think, and you don't want to fly into the wrong airport. Remy, you go on the toilet or what? Because there's planes, there's buses, there's ferries, there's shuttles, there's taxis, there's Ubers. So you can have a little bit of adventure before you even get here. So in today's video, while I'm having a walk, I thought I'd break it down for you to make sure that you take it the easy way, and a few little tips that I wish I knew the first time I came here. Yeah. So the main airport that you're going to fly into is called the Whitsunday Coast Airport. Actually, it's in Proserpine. Even though it says it's coast, it's about 30 minutes inland. I've checked it out, and it looks like Brisbane, Sydney and Melbourne fly direct to there. So if you're from other parts of Australia or the world, they're the main airports that you want to go to get a direct flight here. Okay, so but then how are you going to get from the airport to Airlie Beach? There's a few different ways you can do it. One, you could hire a car, which we did the first time, and then another time we actually just got the shuttle bus. Tilly and I just bought a ticket when we got off the plane at the airport, and it was like waiting right out there. I feel like they've got buses running every time an aeroplane comes in, but if you go to Whitsunday Transit, you can book online so that you've got it in advance. There's lots of other shuttle buses as well, so if you just Google, you'll be able to see that there's smaller shuttle buses that will take you straight to your actual accommodation, whereas the Whitsunday Transit runs along the bus route. But it was a really good big bus. It's easy for us because we live not far off Shute Harbour Road, but if you're going into Airlie Beach, that's fine as well. You can get an Uber or a taxi, and obviously that's going to cost you because you're going to be in the car for like 35 minutes. Maybe it takes us about 25 minutes, but you know, you've got to think about that, what the traffic might be like. But I'm just not 100% sure if an Uber is going to come out that far. So it's just, yeah, I'd probably just look at the Uber app before you come here if you want to get your own taxi, or book the taxi in advance. So my best advice is fly into Proserpine, which is PPP on the Jetstar app, or all the other ones, it's PPP, and then just get the Whitsunday Transit bus into town. That way you're going to save a lot of money, and I would book the Whitsunday Transit bus before you get here, just in case it's full. Now here's where it gets a little interesting, because you can actually fly direct into Hamilton Island, which is the island that you do want to go and visit if you're coming to Airlie Beach. But if you're just coming for the weekend, just come and spend the weekend either over there or over here. But this video I'm talking about Airlie Beach. Yeah, that's right. There is a full airport on Hamilton Island, and it's mainly for people that are just going to Hamilton Island, not for probably coming into Airlie Beach, because there's a ferry that actually takes you over to there if you're going from Airlie Beach. So if you're doing both, I'd fly into Proserpine, catch the ferry over to Hamilton, and then catch Hamilton home if there's a direct flight there. Or you could just catch the ferry out to Hamilton and then catch the ferry back from Hamilton Island. It's actually a really good tour to do because you get to see all out in the islands as well. Yeah, so if you're coming to Airlie Beach and you want to go out and see Hamilton Island, you can just pop on the ferry. There's a few of them that run every day. It's not cheap though. I feel like it cost us about $500 to go over there ourselves. Just check it. I'll put the link below. There is another airport called the Whitsunday Airport, and that's more for like your joy rides, or like if you're going out to see the Heart of the Reef, or if you're doing parachuting, or it's for private planes. That's in Flametree. So just if you see that name come up, that's separate to if you're thinking you're gonna get a plane straight out of there. It's more of a private airport. There's Mackay Airport, which is 2 hours below us, and that has a few more places that you can fly in from if you're at one of these places that are on the screen. Yeah, good if you're going to do a bit of a road trip. There is also Townsville Airport, which is about 3 hours away. Because Townsville's a much bigger town, that actually has a lot more places that you can fly in from, but it is 3 hours away, and if you're coming from there, you're obviously going to want to catch the train or the bus. I'll do another video on that in a later episode, saying if you're coming outside of Melbourne, Brisbane or New South Wales. So once you're here, how are you going to get around? You can get around on foot. Airlie Beach is really central, like the main street has got everything there. Like you've got the lagoon, you've got restaurants, bars, shops, and yeah, so you can just basically walk. It's very walkable, and if you want to go on the walks that I do, you can basically walk from the main street, and you can go half an hour one way, 45 minutes one way and back. If you're staying in town, you're probably not even going to need to worry about a car. And then there's the bus service, which is 50 cents each way. That runs from Shute Harbour all the way out to Proserpine. You can jump on that at any time. Just Google, but if you go to the bus stop in the main street, that'll have all the timetable on there. That's how my kids and all the kids in town get around. But you've also got taxis, and you've also got Uber that you can use if you need to go somewhere a little bit further away. But the thing is, in the main street, there's actually a Woolworths there, so if you want to do groceries, you'll be fine. And then there's just a short walk to the Coles out here. I'd probably catch the bus if you're going to have a handful of groceries though. Do you need to hire a car? I would say no if you're just coming for the weekend. But if you're staying for, say, 5 days, I would hire a car to go out to Cedar Creek Falls. You can go out to Conway Beach. Then that way you can go out to Cape Gloucester, and you can go out to Monty's Reef. And then you can kind of drive around the town and get a bit of a feel for it. We definitely wanted to hire a car because we were looking at buying here. So we wanted to really look around everywhere. But those are the places that if you're going to hire a car that you can go to. Yeah, and it would be quite easy just to get a tour guide to take you, because if you're going out to Monty's or Cape Gloucester, then you can have a drink. Wait, let me break it. So there you have it. Whether or not you fly into Proserpine or you take the scenic route and go from Hamilton Island, Airlie Beach is easier to get to than what most people think, particularly if you're coming from Sydney, Melbourne or Brisbane. And once you're here, everything really slows down. The sun's out and you can walk to everything. And if you do want to have a little bit more adventure and explore further, just hire a car. In my next Airlie video, I'm going to talk more about Airlie Beach and some of my recommendations. So if you're interested in that, hit the like and subscribe. Make a comment below if you know when you're going to be coming, and I'll tell you whether or not that's a good time. And if you're curious about what it's like to actually live here, I made a video about some of the things that really surprised me about living in Airlie Beach. You can watch that up here. And if you happen to love my content, please join my membership. It's $5.99 a month. It takes you behind the scenes and tells you a lot more about being a content creator and how you can do this too if you're interested. But just think of it as donating a cup of coffee to me once a month. Supports me to be able to keep making these videos. So thanks for being here in my little corner of the internet. And life's weird and I'll vlog it, and I'll see you in the next one.